Good morning, everyone. We are on the first week of the second quarter ng ating pong organization and management. Hopefully, lahat ng mga kailangan ko na-post ko na po naman sa ating pong GC, yung mga may kulang. So, pakitapos lang yung may mga kulang. Then, I'll be posting your grade maybe this afternoon. Okay, so to move on, let's start with our second quarter. So our second quarter will have the first topic of organizational theory, organization theory. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating organization theories? Okay, so an organization theory pertains to the organization structure, aims, and how business environment affects its operation and how it surpasses the challenges posed by the outside forces. So ibig sabihin, ito yung mga procedure, mga area, sistema sa loob ng organization in order to survive its business. Okay po, ano yung mga ginagawa noon? Mas magiging organized. Okay po, organization theory speaks about the interconnected concept, definition that explains behavior of individual or groups who interact each other to perform activities intended towards accomplishment of a common goal. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, ito yung mga gawin ng mga tao sa loob ng organization na binigyan lang natin ang pangalan kung paano pa sila gumagalaw. Kasi bawat organization may iba-iba paggalaw, may iba-ibang approach. So, due to studies, nalagyan lang sila ng tamang pangalan at tinawag sila mga theory na maaring ma-apply natin sa ating pong ibang kumpanya. Sabi nga natin, we have benchmarking na pwede nilang kunin. The activities are not limited to identification of solution whose problem arise, but implies how to maximize efficiency and productivity. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang ang theories ay meant to solve certain problem or mga problemang dumarating, pero paano talaga dadaloy ang mga gawain sa loob ng isang organization or business. Okay? So there are 10 organizational theory na isa-isahin natin, and we have to separate one from the other. Okay po, the first theory is what we call the classical theory. The classical theory or the traditional theory, so ibig sabihin traditional, siya yung mga kauna-unahan, siya yung basic. Focus on the formal structure of organization and leaves the human aspect organization to personal specialist. Ibig sabihin, dito sa classical theory, unang-una, hindi nila kina-consider ang tao as tao, but they consider as machine. Okay po, ibang usapan ang pag-cater ng pangangailangan ng tao. They are focused on the arrangement of paano ba dadalo yung gawain. Okay po, so hindi nila kinukuha yung ideas ng tao or paano mag-interact ang tao at dito ibig sabihin magre-react ang tao sa ginagawa. But they are focused on paano magagawa yung trabaho. They have been concerned the best way of dividing up tasks to be done and how to group these tasks together into departments and how to deal with problems in coordination. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang focus nila ay yung mismong trabaho. Paano hati-hatiin, kanino ibibigay, paano gagawin, paano isosolve. They have paid particular attention to organizational relationship between staff. So ang focus nito, sa classical, ay wala silang pakialam sa labas. Sa labas, they are focused inside, sa loob lang, kung paano magtatrabaho ang mga staff at ang mga tauhan sa loob. They have stressed the need of clear definition of responsibility and authority. So maliwanag dito sa classical, isang napahalaga dito na alam mo kung anong trabaho mo, at dahil alam mo ang trabaho mo, alam mo kung sino mas mataas sa'yo at anong posisyon mo sa kumpanya. Okay. The chief contribution of classical theory is the definition of analysis of tasks that have been considered in building the organization. So, ang pinakamahalaga raw dito ay yun nga, 'di ba, sa unang-una, ang pinakamahalaga dito ay yung task. So ibig sabihin ang priority level ay task, yun yung pinakamagandang ambag ng classical theory kasi they focus on task. Ano ba yung task natin ngayon at paano natin or anong problema natin ngayon, ano ang gagawin natin, anong susolusyonan, paano natin i-handle to. The emphasis on the structural framework which is grouped into activities are assigned to people, authorities relations are established, individual efforts are properly coordinated, and responsibility fixed. Mapapansin nyo, lahat trabaho. Ngayon po, starting from sinong gagawa, kanino i-coordinate, ano responsibility mo, at paano natin gagawin to. The structure is built to help accomplish enterprise goals more effectively. So ang focus natin ay sa goals na matapos yung trabaho. Okay po, so yan yung classical theory. Focus on the task itself. Hindi sila nagpo-focus sa tao. Ang focus nila ay paano matatapos ang trabaho. Sabi nga nila, sa classical theory, hindi ko na-consider yung tao. They look at persons as machine, as makinarya, as kailangan para magawa lang ang trabaho. Hindi siya tinuturing as tao. Okay? Next. Number 2 naman is what we call decision-making theory. So from the word itself, ang pagdaloy o pag-andar ng gawain or ng proseso sa loob ng kumpanya ay nakadepende sa paggawa ng desisyon. Okay po? Sino ang gagawa ng desisyon? Saan manggagaling ang desisyon? Herbert A. Simon, who was awarded in 1978 the Nobel Prize, mainly on the basis of this theory. So dahil nga si Simon daw nanalo ng Nobel Peace Prize dahil sa pagkaka-discover niya ng theory to. It favors the organization as a structure of decision makers. In an organization, decisions are made at all levels, and important decisions tend to be made at a higher level. So ibig sabihin, lahat naman raw nagdesisyon, pero ang pinakamalaking desisyon ay lagi nandun sa top priority management. Ibig sabihin yung mga thinking natin nasa pinakamataas na posisyon, not on the staff lang. Decision-making approach to organization accepts hierarchical form of organization. Diba? Sabi nga natin, meron tayong low, middle, at saka top management. Ibig sabihin, dito sa decision-making theory, nakikita niya na lahat naman ay may desisyon na pinibigay, pero ang pinakamalaking desisyon ay nasa top management kung paano aandar ang kumpanya. Simon suggested that the organization structure be designed through an examination of points at which decision must be made and person from whom information must be required if decisions are to be satisfactory. Ibig sabihin, tinitingnan natin nasaan ang problema, sino ang magsosolusyon nito. Whether it's the low management, the middle management, or the top management, depende kung anong problema. Pero sabi nga po natin, sa decision-making theory, ang pinakamalaking desisyon ay ginagawa ng top management. Okay? Third one. The system theory. The system theory naman, this is a system approach look at organization as a total system comprising a number of interacting variables. Diba sa solar system? Ibig sabihin sa solar system, meron siyang mga variables, may mga planets, may sun, at lahat ng yon ay coordinated sa isa at gumagalaw sa isa't isa. May kanya-kanya silang may iniikutan silang kanila at nakaikot sila sa sun. Ganon din yung system theory. Ang ating pong katawan, diba, may mga different organs at kasama sila sa isang system na coordinated with each other. Po, ito ang trabaho niya at produkto nito ang trabaho ng isa. Okay? The system approach look at organization as a total system comprising a number of interacting variables. Interacting. Ibig sabihin, they work together. May iba-ibang tao at nagtatrabaho sila na nakadepende or nag-interact sila sa isa't isa. This approach highlights that we will not deal with problems in isolation. Ibig sabihin, Walang trabaho matatapos ng solo lang. Walang desisyon ang gagawin ng ikaw lang. Lahat nakadepende sa pakipag-usap mo at pakipag-kapwa mo dun sa iyong mga kasama. In fact, the word system means a regular interacting or interdependent group forming unified whole. So, ibig sabihin, doon magkakaiba kayo ng trabaho, magkakaduktong ang trabaho mo at iisa ang goal nyo. Magkakaduktong. Iisa ang inyo pong goal, magkakaiba kayo ng trabaho pero magkakaduktong. Ang ibig sabihin po nun. Thus, the system approach is concerned with the interaction between different aspects of the organization: people, technology, formal structure, physical setting, and environment. Ibig sabihin, napakahalaga na yan. Pag may nagka-problema sa people, apektado lahat. Technology, kapag may problema sa technology, apektado ang lahat. Kasi lahat ng yan, those are the aspects na in order to achieve the maximum yung maximum ng satisfaction sa ating pong organization. Pero once na nagkaroon ng problema, isa dyan, it's a system, ibig sabihin, magkakaroon na ng problema yung iba. That's our third, that will be our third system, theory. Next, fourth, Weber ideal of bureaucracy. So this is made by Max Weber, a German scientist, defined bureaucracy as special structure, formalized and impersonal organization. Ibig sabihin, ito yung pinakamaayos na ideal, ito dapat yung piece para sa kanila pinakamaganda, pero impersonal. Ibig sabihin, walang kahalong puso, walang kahalong biased, walang bias. Kung anong trabaho, ito lang yung trabaho. Kung anong gagawin, ito ang gagawin. Dahil dito sa ideal of bureaucracy, lumabas ang idea ng rules and regulation. Po, kahit magaling ka, pag nagkamali ka, mali ka pa rin. Okay? They must have the identified hierarchical structure and a clear rule, regulation, lines of authority which govern it. Kanino trabaho to? Kapag may problema dito, problema niya yan. Okay? Dahil dito may specialization of labor. Itong pagbabalot sa inyo yan at sa inyo lang. Pag nagka-problema sa pagbabalot, kayo ang may problema niyan. Kasi may rules tayo na ito ang trabaho nyo, napakalinaw na trabaho nyo, ito ang kailangan nyong gampanan, ito ang dapat ma-accomplish mo. Kaya lumalabas po yung quality check. Yung quality check, tinasan nila kung maganda yung trabaho nila. Okay po, kasi may set na tayo ng rules and regulation, ng standard na ano ba dapat matapos nila based on the rules and regulation. A well-defined hierarchy within the organization and impersonality of application of rules. Impersonality, ibig sabihin, no biases. Kapag nagkamali ka, kasalanan mo yun. Kapag magandang trabaho mo yun, credit sa iyo. Okay? Whether pag late ka, pag late ka sa meeting, whether ikaw ang president, that is wrong. Kasi walang tinitingnan na pagkatao. Pero ang tinitingnan natin dito, anong trabaho mo at kailangan mong gawin yung trabaho mo. Okay? That is Weber ideal bureaucracy. Okay? Next, number 4. Number 5, the modern theory. When we talk about modern theory, the modern theory considers organizations an open system. Kanina, sistema, pero ano pinagkaiba ng open system? May system tayo kanina. This one is an open system. Ano naman pinagkaiba na? This means organizations consistently interacts with the environment and so as to sustain growth in the market. So malaking impact naman dito ang labas. Okay po, how tayo magdi-deal sa demand ng market saka po sa say ng tao sa nasa labas. Since organization adopts open system, several elements such as input, transformation, process, output, feedbacks, and environment exist. Yan po. So this time, sabi nga natin, doon sa kanina sa system, lahat apektado kapag magka-problema ang isa, In this case naman, malaking porsyento ang ibinibigay natin ng bahagi ng gawain ay nakadepende kung paano nagre-react ang mga nasa labas. Whether positive ba yung feedback nila, negative. Pag negative, ano ang dapat itama? So nakabase sila sa feedbacks. At saka ano ba ang demand ng tao? Ano ba ang uso? So doon nila isinusunod. That's the modern theory. Okay po. So malaking epekto ng environment sa labas ang nababago sa loob ng organization. Thus, this theory differs from classical theory where organization is considered as a closed system. As kanina yung classical, wala silang pakialam sa tao. But this time around, yung input ng tao ay napaka-important. But dagdag ko pala sa Weber's ideal bureaucracy, specialization of labor, ibig sabihin, division of labor depende. They focus on the division of labor, depende kung anong specialty mo. Okay po, nakalimutan kong sabihin doon. Number 6, Neoclassical Perspective. Okay, this theory is developed to fill up the gaps of deficiency on the classical theory. So sabi nga natin kanina, yung sa classical, they look at person as machine at they focus on ano ang trabaho at ano ang dapat gawin. But this time around, lahat ng gaps or mali sa classical, lalagyan, in-improve lang nila para tawagin natin neoclassical. Ano yung mga problema doon? The first one is yung pagtingin nila sa tao. Dahil sa classical, hindi tinuturing na tao, mga tao, kundi machines. This time around sa neoclassical, ganun pa rin, they focus on the task itself, but they consider human relationships. In this way, the study organization is based on human behavior. Nag-focus na nagbigay na sila ng human behavior such as how people behave and why they tend to do so in a particular situation. So mahalaga na dito sa neoclassical ang gawi ng tao o paano nagtatrabaho ang tao, anong reaction ng tao, nahihirapan pa ang tao, ano lang ang kaya ng tao. So yun po ang neoclassical perspective. The neoclassical scholars use classical theory as a basis for this study and modified some principles of the study. The main contribution of this theory claims the importance of committee management and better communication. So ito ang pinaka-focus niya. Bukod sa pagkakatapos ng trabaho ay yung community management, ibig sabihin yung pag-handle ng tao at saka yung tamang pakikipag-usap sa tao. Okay? Besides, the theory emphasizes the workers should be encouraged and motivated to display active participation in the product process. Feeling and sentiments of the worker should be taken into account and respect before the change introduced in the organization. Ano pinakaiba nito doon sa kanina? Which is the modern. Ang modern theory, reaction na nasa labas ng organization. But this time around, the neoclassical, ang kinukuha nilang suggestion at saka reaction ay yung nasa loob, which is ng trabahador mismo nila. Yan. Contingency theory. It is an important theory of management developed in recent past to evolve particular situation to a situation. Diba yung sinasabi natin, na pinag-aralan natin yung contingency plan. So kung ano yung mga dapat gawin if a particular situation arises. Okay po, so ganun din yung contingency theory. So ayos nila ang kanilang organization base sa mga pangyayari na nararanasan ng mga tao sa loob ng organization. This is an approach based on situations. Critics of scientific and administrative management could not give a proper guidelines how to evolve proper management theory. Contingency theory emphasizes structural factors of the management. So, tinitingnan nila ano mga problema at doon nila ibabase kung paano nila handle ang tao. It makes management responsible to make appropriate decision to the needs of the situation. So, ibig sabihin, napaka-impulsive ito. Ano problema? Yun, nagbabago agad ang takbo. Kapag may dumating na problema, naagapan agad ang ang problema at makaka-apekto yun sa buong makaka-apekto agad yon sa buong trabaho. Hindi yung kanari may problema na tuloy muna habang inaayos. Pero hindi. On the spot, binabago nila ang takbo depende kung anong nag-arise na problema. Therefore, it is necessary to have a formal and informal organizing system of management to tackle various problems of contingency. So medyo problem-based ang contingency theory. Kung anong problema, doon lang sila magre-react. Next, ito yung isa sa pinakamaganda, which is the motivation theory. It is based on the work motivation of employees in the organization. Ibig sabihin, napakahalaga na mabuhayan naman ang employee in order to achieve maximum participation at saka maximum workforce. Ay po, in this case, napahalaga na i-grant natin ang magagandang trabaho at bigyan naman natin ng parusa or kung ano reprimand natin ang mga mali. Which is kalimitan pag motivation, we focus on the positive side. Okay po, it can be monetary, ibig sabihin pag magandang trabaho may bonus, or it can also be non-monetary kung saan nire-recognize lang natin sino yung best employees of the month, ganyan po. So that is what we call the motivation theory. The inner talents of any person can be identified after giving adequate motivation to the employees. So binubuhayan natin sa pamamagitan ng siyempre kapag na-awardan ka, so mas nabubuhay ang loob mo magtrabaho na mas maayos, at yung iba naman naging aim na makuha rin, ma-recognize din sila. So ang tendency, kumuha rin sila na maayos. So that's the motivation theory. Yan. 9. Administrative theory of Henri is one of the famous names to be attributed in this theory. This theory is made of contribution aspect of an organization. The theory is very much associated with the proper understanding of task management. So ang focus nito ay pag-handle ng task. Ano yung trabaho at ano ang dapat gawin sa trabahong yon. It provides direction of principle to activate management effectively. So ang focus nito ay sa pag-manage ng tao at saka ng task. It is based on a concept of departmentalization, which means different activities should be performed and achieved in a common purpose of the organization should be identified and classified into different groups of departments such that can be accomplished effectively. So ang trabaho ay hinahati-hati naman natin in terms of department. Okay po, sino ang decision making, sino sa labor, sino ang sa ganyan. Then, pero ang focus nila ay ma-achieve natin ang common goals natin na maging magandang trabaho. So, administrative. So, sabi nga sa administration, may labor, merong management, nagmamanage lang, at merong tinuturuan, may trabahador, at merong mas mataas. Po, so that is what we call the administrative theory. Nahahati-hati ang trabaho depende sa ano ang mga factors na kailangan natin i-arrange sa trabahong yon. Okay po. So ang focus natin ay sa pagbili, may grupo sa pagbili, may grupo sa pagbebenta, may grupo sa paggawa. So magkakaiba sila ng trabaho, pero lahat nagko-contribute sa ika-unlad ng kumpanya. Okay? And last one, which is the scientific management theory, a theory which is well known for its application of engineering science and the production of levels. So ibig sabihin ito naman napaka-scientific. So ma-achieve daw natin ang pinakamagandang organization kung sa haluan natin ng science. Okay po, ng science. Ano ibig sabihin? Scientific management is often called Taylorism. The scientific management theory focus on improving the efficiency of each individual organization. The major emphasis of increasing the production to the use of intensive technology, humans are just considered as adjuncts to machine in performance of the routine tasks. So, ibig sabihin, ang focus naman nito ay mismo sa machines. So mas marami raw matatrabaho kung may machines. So kung kailangan gamamit ang robot, gagamit ang robot. At ang humans lang po dito ay tigagawa or tiga-handle ng machines. Pero ang efficiency ng trabaho ay nakadepende kung gaano kaganda ang machines na ginamit mo. Okay po. So scientific ito. So sa pagganda ng machine, sa pagganda ng trabaho, sa pagkataas ng production ng isang kumpanya. Okay? So those are the 10 organizational theories, and hopefully naliwanagan yung difference of what one to the other. Wala pa kayong module. I'll be sending them module later on. And you are to answer gauge only. Yung gauge mo natin. Ano yung gauge? Let me share. Okay. So ang gagawin niyo po ay to answer gauge. That is page 13 ng ating pong isasend ko sa inyong module. That is just part 1, which is the multiple choice. And part 2 as the true or false. Okay po, on page 14. Yeah. So that is a total of 15 items. 10 multiple choice at 5 na true or false. Okay po. Question?
Wala po.
Okay po. So again, inuulit ko po sa lahat na may kulang, pakipasa po ngayon para maayos natin. I-post ko na naman po ang mga may kulang po sa atin. Sayang din naman po kung hindi mabibigyan ng grades, especially kapag ang wala ay summative. Kasi mga summative ay malaking porsyento ng inyo pong grade. Okay po, so pausap po. So for the meantime, thank you very much for attending. Okay po, I'll be sending your modules sa inyo pong group. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.